All right. Good morning. Happy weekend. How are you? Good to see you again. Okay. So yesterday, network won. Interestingly, and that happens a few times, right? So we are back here because we want to win the network this time. So I hope your weekend was good. Your weekend, like I mean Friday. How was it? Tell me about your yesterday. Who came first? Jerry. Oh, Jerry, you deserve a round of applause. So let me send it to you. That is let's see. At Jerry Kanjo. Hi, Jerry Kanjo. Thank you for commenting first. So that's a big round of applause to you. And just thank you for. Let's do a name. Let's do a buzz on the group, sort of. Please copy the link. I'll drop the link right now in the chats. Please copy the link. Let's buzz up the group. Let everybody know we are starting and we are expecting them. So today we are going to win the network. So we just pick up from where we stopped, where the network started trouble. Then we'll spend more time, I'll spend more time answering questions. Now, this is going to be questions across everything you've learned of the past 5 days. Yeah. So time answering questions across everything. Then we'll do a wrap off of what we did yesterday so that you have a full grasp of what you're up against. All right? Okay. Today is beautiful, right? So tell me, how was yesterday? How was your Friday like? Did you go partying or you slept in the house? Tell me, how was it? How was your TGIF? That's what we call it in Nigeria. Thank God it's Friday. So tell me, how was your yesterday? How was it like? Any party? You can't hear me. Deborah, please pump up your volume. My sound is good. I hope everybody can hear me. Let me be sure it's not just Deborah. Okay, awesome. Sleepful. Imabo, I see you. My sisters are very many in this place today. I saw Deborah of Young. And yeah, I'm from the most beautiful city in Nigeria, Akwa Ibom State. Beautiful state in Nigeria. I mean, you can't even contest that. You can contest it. Come and tell it to my face. Deborah, please pump up your volume. All right. Friday was amazing. Come and tell it to my face. Please, let's invite everybody that's supposed to be here. Yeah, it's a beautiful place. I mean, you can't even beat that. Abuja is also just overhyped. I live in Abuja though. It's just overhyped. So, okay, nice to meet you from everywhere in the country, everywhere on the continent. Okay, so let's do what we did yesterday again. So Etimbook, I see you. So let's do represent your country. I know a lot of Nigerians are here. So represent your country. What you are doing is just to buy time for people to join us before we get started. All right. So represent your country, maybe drop the flag and yeah, just do that. Or just type the name. Uganda, Nigeria, Tanzania, Nigeria again, Nigeria. I know you people will be very many. Lesotho, Cameroon, Niger. Okay, I don't know that country. Fatuma. Cameroon, Nigeria, Malawi, Nigeria, Rwanda. Okay, Rwanda. Thank you. Nigeria, Kenya, South Africa. Uh, yeah. Stella, we had to do it for you. And this is just a special love language. What we are doing today is a special love language to everybody that finds it useful. Somalia, Ethiopia, because we don't work on Saturdays, but we had to just, break protocols to get this done. So this is especially our love to you. I love particularly to you guys. All right. So I love it too. I love it too. All right. Nigeria, Nigeria. Um, Gambia. Okay, yeah, the first Gambian I'm saying. All right. Thank you. Okay, so let's get started. Morocco. What country is that, please? Help me, brother. Kenya, Somalia. Somalia. Oh wow. Nice to meet you, Rhoda. I hope you guys are fine there. I know there was a breakout recently. Mm. All right, please invite somebody. The link again is in the chats. Please invite somebody. Uganda. All right, nice to meet you, too, Rhoda. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so let me ask you this. So from what we learned yesterday, from the part you picked, if I ask you to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, your level of understanding of what we discussed so far about data and insights, what will you rate yourself? I want to be sure I can pick you from where you are to at least an A. So rate yourself over 10. 7, that's not bad. 6, 8, okay? 8, 8 is very good. Afolabi 5, 9, wonderful. 8.5. Okay, so maybe I should get you guys above. Let's find a way to get you above 10 before we end today. How about that? 7, 5, 8. Okay. Uh-huh. All right. 5, 5. Okay. All good. All good. So let's see how to. Uh, I'll just do a little breeze through of what we did yesterday. Just a breeze through. Then we'll get to the point where the internet started its trouble. Then we'll concentrate there. So please again invite somebody. Please confirm you can hear me, you can see me very well, and I look good before the most prestigious people on the continent. Please confirm that. I want to be sure everybody is fine. Okay. I want to be sure the most amazing people are seeing a fine boy this morning. I mean, why not? If not, all right, don't mind me. Okay, awesome. Okay, so just a breeze through, and Beta is here, Sandra is here, Bola is here, and if you are there on YouTube, we have Kemi that is there. Kemi is there, so if you have questions, please do well to ask, and I'm going to try to um, check out YouTube to pick up some questions from there as well. So let me just open it up and keep, so it will be easier for me when I want to go there. Very clear, beautiful. Today to answer questions. If we have, after we've completed what we are supposed to do, I'll just spend today to so questions around things we've learned so far. Please ask, right? Ask, just ask. Okay, started. Thank you, Jessica. All right, so where are we now? Okay, just a brief through. We spoke about data and insights, importance of data for business, data sources, and knowing the right questions to ask, and tools for data and insight, data analysis, and presentation. And just like a whole lot of you, that data is simply information, raw facts, data, information, both the processed one and the unprocessed ones. I went ahead to buttress the points that it cuts across everything: the weights, the prices, the cost, number of items sold, employee names, addresses, tax codes, emails, and all of that. And then remember yesterday, how are you able to tell exactly what meals, what meal? Okay, I asked first, what is the most popular meal in your country? And everybody answered. I know the pilau for Kenya, the what's the other one called now? Sadza for Zimbabwe. I know the rice and chicken for Nigerians, and forgotten the other ones. Please forgive me. And what is that name again? Chapati. Chapati for Kenyans too. Yeah. I've conversed a lot with Kenyans, so I can remember their own faster. And then you told me, then I now asked you, what is the best meal? How are you able to tell? We settle for rice. How are you able to tell that a lot of Nigerians are eating rice? A lot of people in your country are eating rice more in December. So you need to go get data from depots and outlets of rice to be able to tell for sure. Now, what the data gave you is information, but you're able to get an understanding as per you have an insight that a lot of Africans, a lot of Nigerians eat more rice in December, and that defines what insight is. The insight is an understanding that you gain from data that you've gotten, right? So yesterday, please, if you have questions, please keep it in the Q&A. I want to be sure I'm not missing anybody. Blood and milk. Did somebody explain this blood and milk to me yesterday? Please explain what blood and milk is. I want to be sure because it sounds like something that is eaten in the oven. Don't mind me. Please explain to me what blood and milk is because blood. How do people eat blood? Please type it. I want to know and which country that is. All right. Uh-huh. So we also asked you, have you ever used data to get information before? A lot of you agreed, right? And data is also important because you get to get to use data to find your customers, you get to have increased customer retention from data as well. And you get to also be able to improve your customer service. You get to better manage marketing efforts and you can track social media interactions, can predict sales, right? And you boil blood mixed with fresh milk, then put on garlic and butter, add some sugar. Please, blood from where? Is it human blood or blood from the cow or goats? Cow. Wonderful. What country is that, please? Please, what country is that? Sandra, are you hearing this? You can be making money. Uganda. Yeah. Okay. Maybe when I come there, I'll try it out because I want to see how boiled blood will look like. Very interesting. Sandra, you can make that a business.
No, I know they
All
call my
right.
name big.
Wow. That's so interesting to know. Trust me. Okay. Learning new things. Learning new things. And it's quite fun. All right. Thank you so much. That was from Christine. Thank you so much. Okay. And everybody, I hope that was interesting, right? Yeah. That was a good commercial break. So let's continue. All right. So you get to use data to find new customers because, like I mentioned yesterday, if you have a Google Analytics account, you can actually find out where people are coming to you from. Then you can pay close attention to spend more money there. And to also be to give to your customers what they want because you are able to you retain the customers because you understand what they want and you feed them with what they want, right? Their preferences and their demand to help you to not just make customers but also keep the customers. And also the use feedback and the ratings and the recommendations to better improve your customer services. And all the information you're getting is all data. They like the product, they don't like the products, they'll tell it to you. And that becomes information, whether it's processed or not. And overall, you can get to better manage your marketing efforts, can make decisions, can drive better marketing decisions, and all of that. And you can track social media interactions. Excuse me. Track social media interactions, can check the likes, the comments, the follows, the subscribes, and all of that from the social media. And you can predict sales, like I mentioned earlier. You're able to predict sales for rice. A lot of people are consuming rice in December. If you have data from maybe 5, 10 depots, maybe across different cities in your country or across different states in your country, you're able to predict sales. Same thing with different seasons. December is fast approaching. You'll be seeing a lot of Christmas, Father Christmas, Santa Claus, red and white, green stuff. During the Valentine period, what you'll be seeing will be the red and the white for all the people in love. All the people in love. Don't look at me. I may not be in one. All the people in love, right? So people will be playing love with the red and the white. Uh-huh. Then for people that are summer, during the summer period, like August that just passed, you can see a lot of summer things, right? During the winter period that is coming, you see a lot of heavy clothes. So you can predict sales based on what has been happening over time, right? So you can tell, okay, what is going to be selling this period. Like currently in the markets, if you used to shop, you know that this is a period for yam, right? We have new yam around. So for those of you that are a big fan of new yam, you can try it a bit. I don't like it. It doesn't always have taste, you know. So new yam, and then there is a lot of potato currently too. And there was a little tomato drought maybe like 2 months ago. It was very bad. Like a bag of a basket of tomato that used to be 3,000, 4,000 grew to 13, 14,000 in Abuja. So I was even wondering what is happening down the south, you know. So it's a little bit stable now. So you can always predict sales based on sense, and data is going to be what can help you. Most times you won't be able to just do rule of thumb. Rule of thumb is more like a guesswork. You won't be able to do that. Data needs to back you up so that you're able to tell for sure, right? You're able to tell for sure, which becomes the insights now. You get to have an understanding as per what you're trying to deduce. Okay? All right. Okay. And then we cover using data and insight to grow your business. Spoke about understanding the right questions to ask, identifying the best tools to use, and the visualization. And then I asked you, what questions do you ask about your customers? A lot of it threw in a lot of suggestions, their age, their spending habits, their income level, and all of that, right? So, and that forms basis of what we're discussing when I told you that you first of all need to understand who your audience is. I should be able to draw out a persona, an audience persona as per, okay, a persona would mean an audience profile. What are the characteristics of this your audience, right? And then we went down to talk about couple to analyze your business data. First of all, will be you need to spell out what your business objectives are, what questions you need to address, where do you want to get all the information from, and what do you do with all the information. So speaking about the objectives, you may want to do different things. Different businesses might want to do different things. You want to tell more people about your business, want to sell more of your product, want to identify the most valuable customers, you want to find new ways to engage with your previous customers, you just want to grow your social media account, you just want to increase your sales. You might want to do just anything, right? Might be just anything you want. So you want to spell out what your objectives are first, and you want to also relevant questions. You want to also know relevant questions to ask about your business. And we spoke about that using the range structure, where the R there means the reach. The reach will interrogate who your target audience is and how do you reach them online. Remember, we spoke about who your target audience should be. Then you need to spell out your persona, your audience profile. The audience profile will interrogate their characteristic, their features, their age, their sex, their profession, their civic stand, that is, are they married or single, their spending habits, um, what else now? Their income level, and all of that, right? So you interrogate all of that and then even spell out the platforms where they are present. Are they on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, right? So that you know where you spend your time and you to market. And like I said yesterday, they may not be on all the places, right? So you want to find out, are they on 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3? Like, I mean, Facebook and Instagram alone, or your audience are on Facebook and TikTok, right? So you want to spell all of that out, know your audience and know where to reach them. And when you know how to reach them, are they finding what they need when they see your page, when they see your social media accounts? Do you have enough information? Then I say you should be able to answer the questions before they even get to ask. You should be able to preempt your audience, what they will ask about your product, about your services. And if they found what they need, did they take the action? Did they at least engage you? Did they ask questions, ask of the price, the catalog or something? if they took the action, maybe possibly got to buy the product, did they come back? And I mentioned that a business is as successful as the number of returning customers it has. So if you're not having returning customers, something is wrong. You need to check it, right? Maybe the services are not good, maybe the customer service are not good, maybe the products are not doing well, something, all right? So find out what is missing that your customers are not returning. So you need to find a way to nurture them, right? The end there, nurturing them with content, nurturing them with little bits, free shipping. What else now? Maybe discount, 5% discount, 2% discount. Even if it's 15 naira, some people get swayed with all those little things. Trust me. Like if you go to the market a lot, you know that 15 naira can be a big difference. See, 15 naira can make somebody to leave your shop and go to the next shop. It's as bad as that. So those little sway favors, even the way you speak. There's a lady I like shopping with in the market. Not because she sells, I can't find other places. It's just because of the way she relates. So maybe you want to question maybe you want to question your customer service, you want to question your tone of voice, or anything, right? So you want to check why people are not coming back. So check that. All right. So where do you need to get all this information from? It can be on social surveys, or you can check from them with analytics platforms. And examples of those data sources would be your social media, your websites, your organic search, your paid search. And what do you do with all that information? First of all, you want to choose the right visualization technique. And I remember a lot of you mentioned Power BI, Tableau, SQL, which other one now? The R language, Python for analysis. Then I said the simplest of them is the Excel or the Microsoft Excel or Microsoft Excel or Google Sheets, right? Where you can easily just present the information in a visualized form where someone can just look at it and not just see numbers. They're able to tell exactly what the message is saying, right? So you need to choose the right visualization technique. You also get to identify key metrics and key performance indicators. And if you have a business that is operating across different geographical regions, you also want to spell it out on the map, and you want to regularly also update your visualization to reflect the most of the data, the most recent data. Insights understanding is important because you get to learn about the market trends, user experiences. You can optimize your user experiences, and then you can have proper content marketing if you understand how your customers consume your data, and you can know that's through insights and the data that's provided for you from all those platforms. And you can also change strategies, right? You can also learn what is working from your data and change your strategies, right? To eventually adopt a strategy. Okay. Yeah, so we took another question and then we got to this part where we were able to identify the best tools to use. And then we discovered that the most common ones you can get to meet will be the platform on social media, on the organic search, which will be Google Search Console or the Google Business Profile. And then we spoke about analytics. We are going to talk about analytics towards the end. And I also spoke about the Google Search, the Google Ads, which is always very generous with data. Rachel, thank you too. And thank you for coming around. Yes. The way you speak with customers, the way you treat your clients can go a very long way to determine if you have them back or not. And I was actually telling you from a personal experience, right? And I had people I used to buy from before, right? But ever since I met this woman, she just has sweet words to make you laugh and feel comfortable around her. So it's very key. Trust me, it's very key. And I made mention of a brand, AWS. AWS is Amazon Web Services. So if you have an issue with your web program, with your cloud program, they'll practically walk you by the hand till you solve it, till you resolve it. Same thing I've heard about Namecheap. For those of you that want to buy domain names, I heard their customer service is top notch. So people prefer them, not because they are the best, people prefer them because of how nice their customer services are compared to the rest. Google Host, GoDaddy, and the rest of them. All right? Yeah, so it goes a very long way. Trust me, it goes a very long way to help. Okay, so we spoke about media. We spoke about Facebook Insight on behalf of all the social media platforms. because Facebook is very generous with its insights. And I mentioned that the page is for business, just the same way that the Google business profile is for business. The page is for business. The Facebook page is for business. The Facebook profile that you have, that one is your personal profile, but the page itself is for business, all right? And then the page will always capture a lot of activities for you, the likes, the reach, paid posts, page previews, recommendations, the likes, and all of that. You get to also find out the locations where they're coming from. You get to also find out their gender, are they male, are they female? So Facebook captures all these details for you to be able to use them to make decisions. When I open up the Google Analytics, you're going to be able to understand some more how it applies in the Google Analytics space. And then I went ahead to speak Search Console, and then I told you that this tool is called the technical SEO tool. Remember asking you a question about how often you go to page 2 when you make a search. And all of you agree with me that we rarely go there. So the essence of optimizing your website, that word search engine optimization is an English word. We are trying to make it better, right? Involves different processes. Like there's the technical tool, which is the Google Search Console in this case. There is a local one, which is the Google Business Profile. There's a on page, which is you putting your keywords in the right places on your website, and there's off page SEO, which is you writing to be an authority, getting a lot of backlinks to your website. That is now the SEO. But this particular tool is what you use once you set up your account, you want to set up your website or activate it on your website, going to be able to gather some details for you. So you can find the clicks, can find the impressions, can find the CTRs, and you can find the position where you are on search. And if you submit your sitemap, Google is also going to tell you what you should do, what you shouldn't do, because the website loading speed goes a long way to determine how Google will rank you. That indexing is very important to them and wants to help. And this is a tool that they actually use to help. They can give you suggestions. Maybe your pixel of the pictures are too heavy, right? Can give you suggestions to drop the pixels. Why it is called a technical tool is because you may not be able to do everything, right? You may need somebody that has a coding or a development background to be able to assist you in this aspect. That's why it is called a technical SEO tool. Even setting it up, not just a straight line, right? Like, I mean, if you actually coded that website, the process is different. If you are if you are integrating it from Wix or from WordPress, the process is different as well. Okay? And the process of getting it verified, if you coded the website, is a little bit more complex, right? But if it's from what is it called now? If it's from Wix and all those website builders, it's a little bit easier because all you just need to do is just to click a button and activate it, and that's it. But if you coded the website, there's a lot of verification you need to do from the back end. That is why this tool is called the technical SEO, technical SEO tool. And if you even go down at the bottom of this page, you're going to see some keywords. Remember, I answered the question about keywords. Keywords are more like search queries. Those words people go to Google to type. You call them keywords, right? That's a technical name for it. I mean, you can call it words, but that's a technical name for it. So just understand that and don't get confused. Keyword can be one word, can be two words, can be three words, can be a whole sentence. Google, how do I open my laptop? That is a keyword. It sounds like a question, right? But that's a keyword. I know people ask Google a lot of questions. You won't even imagine the questions people ask Google. Trust me. Very, very funny things. So Google has seen everything. So how do I put on my earring and things like that? Those are keywords. Even if you go to type Google Search Console, that's a keyword. Even if you type Search Console, you type console, those are all keywords. So don't get confused. All right. So I was saying, if you go down at the bottom of the page on this your Google Search Console, you can even find out the most frequent keywords that is drawing people to your websites. All right. And that can actually help you as a website owner to be able to know the best keywords to use to put in the right places to draw people to what you do. Remember, I told you yesterday again that the search engine generally works with keywords. And I went ahead to tell you that if you are running ads, when you finish setting up your ad, Google is going to ask you to provide keywords, right? What they're asking you there is they're telling Google, okay, I'm providing this set of keywords. Whether these keywords are present on my website or they're not present on my website, as long as somebody searches with these words, show my ads to them, right? So search engine generally works with keywords. And I also explained that when I was speaking about the business profile, when I was speaking about the Google business profile. And I told you, if you write a lot, get your industry keywords, get words that are relevant to what you do, and use those ones to write with those ones. You get to draw traffic to yourself when people are searching for those things. You get to optimize yourself as you're trying to get yourself to the front page, all right? And after speaking much about the Google search trend 2 days ago, and I told you it's not just a place for you to put your business on the map. It does beyond that. It does beyond just getting people to see your fine pictures and your fine videos. It does beyond that. It's a way for you to get a lot of backlinks, backlinks back to yourself, all right? By a lot of writing. Again, using the right keywords to write. And then I give you suggestions of keyword research tools. Let me see if I can grab them again today. For those of you that missed it yesterday, some keyword research tools that you can use. Give me 1 second, please. Let me see. Yeah, got it. So you can check the Google Keyword Planner. Google Keyword Planner is actually inside the Google Ads platform. So you can find you can check out the Google Google Trends, Google Keyword Planner, and which other one now? There's keywords everywhere. There is SEM Rush, there's Uber Suggest, Ask the Public, Screaming Frog SEO, RFs, there are a lot of them, all right? So just pick out one. But I would strongly recommend the Google Keyword Planner because you're actually trying to market on Google. Google is the biggest search engine that actually exists, holding about maybe it's 8%, 88% of the entire universe searching on one platform, right? So that is a good place for you to put yourself out there. And why shouldn't you put yourself on the map? Because it's free. It's free. You don't lose anything for doing that. And I'm happy a few of you that tried it a day before actually got verified. And I was telling you yesterday, it's a miracle that you got verified because verification has been very difficult the past 1 year. Very difficult, almost impossible, if not impossible. All right. So you also want to pay attention to that, the Google business profile. So it does just more than putting you out there. It gets a lot of backlinks for you. And then why it's actually appearing in this particular discussion is because there's an analytics part of the Google business profile that can tell you how many calls you had for that week, can tell you how many people clicked on your business profile, can show you all the direct searches, can show you all the indirect searches, can show you how many people try to get direction to your shop and all of that from the Google business profile. And remember, the Google business profile is a local SEO tool. Like I said, it's not just to put your pictures out there, right? And then I went ahead to tell you about the Google business profile that you can get more results if you have more rating, right? If you have more rating, and I opened up a particular account and I showed to you that that particular business, even without pictures, was still number one because it had 4.7/5 rating. All other ones had below 5, right? So you want to pay attention to what you churn out there and the replies people are giving to you. And the Google Business Profile is that one place that people can always come to pour out their hearts about their products. And personally, I want to read what people said about you first before I patronize you, right? So you want to be careful how you are dealing with people. Again, the customer service must be top notch and you should be kind with your words because like somebody asked yesterday, it's not everybody that will be kind with their words. It's not everybody that wants you to succeed. So people always throw in those bad reviews. So it's now left for you to be able to know what to answer, when to answer, how to answer it. So don't get pissed off, don't get blown away, don't get carried away. Don't let people push you off the rails. Okay? So you need to be diplomatic, how you deal with people, how you answer those questions, how you deal with all those, we call them China red situations. how you deal with crisis. You need to be careful how you get all those things done. All right. So after speaking about that, now in that which we're going to go down to shortly after now, this tool that helps you to track activities on your website. We'll go to analytics shortly. But just to do on analytics, you get to find out that analytics grab all the data from the website to it presents it to you in a graphical form. You can see the line graphs, you can see the pie charts, the histogram, and the geomaps. All right, you can find all the details. And then I went ahead to show to you what you call the analytics, and I told you all you need to do is to head over to analytics.google.com. It's a very simple process. You just set it up, add your name, add your category, add your company category, and then you have an account, and then you can plug this into your various websites. You can plug into your various websites. And I also mentioned that yesterday that integrating analytics into your website might take a different format based on how that website was created. Again, if you use a website builder, it to be different, obviously. For instance, I've seen WordPress before. All you need to do is to download a particular plugin, and you're activating analytics, you're activating the search console, and you're activating the Google Track Manager at the same time, 3 in 1, with just that particular plugin. All right. Same thing will appear with Wix, right? It's a simple process. Same thing will appear. It will be different if you actually coded that website. Please don't get me wrong. So integration with a coded website will be different from integration with a website that was built using website builders. Okay. So you get the processes are different. So this is a process for a website that was actually developed and coded. What you're going to be seeing there will be measurements as tracking ID. Again, tracking ID has been phased out because the Google Analytics 4 is what is current now. The universal analytics does not exist again. So what you're going to be seeing is a GA4. That is what it's called, Google Analytics 4. All right, so you head over to the settings, and then you get the measurement ID, and then you can plug it into your website in different places. Or you can use the Google Tag Manager to actually set up your website as well, to actually set up your analytics account as well. All right, again, there are different ways. So maybe when you have the website ready, they can think about how to get it done. And somebody asked a very interesting question yesterday, if they can use a free website that doesn't have a domain to track activities. I've not tried that before, but I would love to try it. But before I get to try it, if you can try it, I would love to know the results myself. Okay? I don't know, but you can try it. I hope it works. I think it should work, right? But I would actually prefer you to track an activity of a website that has your domain inside. All right, so that you know you're drawing attention to what concerns you. You're not just doing some random stuff, right? You're not just doing some random stuff, because of what use is it to you if people are not going to your website because of the name, because of the product, because of the services? It will just be like one strange thing they just went to. And just be gathering straight data for you. Or you should be able to gather the data that is drilled down, data that is specific. All right? Okay. Uh, And the reporting areas of the analytics will be the audience, the acquisition behavior, and conversion. I remember where the internet started all these troubles. So let me see if the YouTube guys are ready. So let's see. It's not breaking. Please give me a second, please. Let me just finish. Okay, so this analytics account, what the YouTube is loading, the typical account, and this is a demo account. Let's see. It's not breaking. Okay. Please. All right. All right. So this is a typical Let me just go to the home part. This is a typical analytics account of what you'll be doing when you've plugged, what you'll be seeing when you've plugged in, or what is the word now? Integrated your analytics account websites. And again, and for websites, please. Same thing with Google business. We drop the link for the, if you want to track, if you want to start setting up your console, you can just jump on it and get it done. Let me show you something briefly. Search console. Okay, so if you want to set up a search console account, you're going to see something. Let me drop the link in the chat. There's for search. You want to set up a search console account. Start from there. So this is what is going to happen. Let's say you have a coded account, a coded website. There's a website that was not built with a website builder. So what you're going to do is when you get to this page, you're going to see start now. So use the apps to sign in with your just you have basic email. Now there are two ways to verify your domain. This is where you can add all the properties. There's not added one before, you can add them here. Now there are two ways to verify your account, two ways to verify your Google Search Console account. Either you're verifying with your domain. Domain will be impactfar.org. That's a domain. Scaleupfoundation.org. That's a domain. But if you want to do, if you want to use it, it's going to be www.impactfar.org. I hope you got the difference, right? So that's the difference now. This one has to be https// for instance, if I'm copying it like this, let me just type it. So let me just enter URL. There are different. The URL is different. Okay, so let me see this work. So this is, you can continue now because this is a full URL string. Or you just type impact and continue. So for instance, if I'm trying to do it with this one, I'll just send this notification. You need to send a request to the back end of that website, whoever owns that website. We need to do some things on the back end before this account gets verified. You need to download this file. And there are different ways to do use the, you can download HTML file, or you can use the Google tab. You can use the Google Analytics. You can use the Google Tag Manager. This analytics domain name that this is the HTML tab. So you can, so when you get it verified, so you can use any of these options to get it verified. When you finish getting it verified, you are going to see it's going to start looking. Click on console and you come here and select that particular account, what you are going to be seeing will be a page looks like this. I'm sorry, there's no demo account on Search Console. I would have showed it to you. There's no Search Console. Everybody's asking Google why they can't produce a demo account. If they can produce a demo account for analytics, why can't they produce a demo account for Search Console? I actually had access to one, but that particular domain, so she did not pay to renew her domain, so we lost the account. I would have shared it to you how it works. So you're going to see all these results. You're going to see the clicks, the impressions, this click-through rates. You're going to see the average position of that particular brand on search. If you go down the page, the seller will tell you, sorry. The notification for you, if what Google is saying about your websites. Is it good enough? Are the pixels too much? And all of that. And then there's a place for you to submit your sitemaps here. can submit your sitemaps here. And again, if you go down to the bottom, you're going to see something like the keywords that we used, the keywords that drew people the most to your website. You can see the kinds of devices they use. You can see the Androids, the percentage of the Androids that we use compared to the iPhones, or there's iOS rather. And you can see the device. Did they use computer? Did they use a tablet and all of that, right? So the console will tell you all of that. Same thing will happen if you have an ad account. An ad account will actually tell you that much detail as well. You can even capture from an ad account the hour of the day that people are actually interacting with that ad of yours. You can see that people are interacting with the ad more between the morning period to the afternoon period compared to the evening period. So you can save your money by telling the app not to run in the evening period, just to run in the morning period, because having more traction by that hour of the day. So data, Google is very always generous with their data, and this platform is the search query as well. So let's go to the analytics, right? Let me show you your question. And if you have questions here on Zoom, please drop it in the Q&A. I'll be happy to interface with them before we go. So now, so this is a homepage that actually captures everything. The active users, key events count, new users. You can see what is happening in the past 30 minutes. You can see the various countries. You can see all the homepage. So if you want to drill down, a little bit, remember the heat map I told you about various countries. So let's say you want to drill down, you can now come to reports, and you can see the various segments that you can gather reports as an analytics account. And I remember this is for a website, right? This is for a website. So you can see the acquisition, can see the engagement, the monetization means the value they had for you. This is not the name it used to be before. So in case you see it somewhere else, monetization is a recent name. And I can see they are bringing in this console as well. So over here, you can see the users, how it captures the users for you. And just like I explained yesterday, just say this is, let's say this, right? How am I able to tell how many people came to this website? I can look at my social media accounts and say, okay, this particular post got me 200 engagement, 50 engagement, 200 likes, 500 shares on the social media accounts, 500 views, impression. I can see that. But how do you tell if all those interactions happened on your website? Because website is just plain. You can't tell. So the tool you use for that, plugging in that tool is the analytics to capture all these details. So let's go to the users first. Let's go to the users, the overview user before we drill. Please pray for my internet. I need to disconnect me, but it might be slow to load. Please, if you have questions, keep it in the Q&A so I don't miss it. Thank you, Ida. Okay, so look at it now. It is a heat map. So by country, you can see in these countries. Right? So you can see the US, Canada, this US, this Canada, US, Canada. Let's see, Saudi Arabia. I don't even know where that is. Somewhere around here. Okay, so you can see all of that. You can see active by city. You can see the diversity. If you want to check more, you can see the gender, the male, the female. You want to drill down. So Google grabs all this data from the website if you've plugged in this particular account, and then you are able to see all these details. You can even see things like the language that people are interacting with, right? You can see the age range of people that are interfacing with your websites. So let's drill down on this view genders. Let's just see what some view genders will look like. See. Okay. Remember, if this data was presented like this, you won't be able to understand what it is. It was presented in a circular graph. So let's just go to something else under audience. It was presented in a circular graph, be able to picture it exactly. That's why one of the things we mentioned earlier was how do you want it analyzed? Yeah, they want to now decide how you want it to be done, right? Because most times data comes like this, numbers, numbers, numbers. That could be very confusing. But when once you visualize them, when once you put them in a visualized form, that is only when somebody can easily just take a look. Let me open demographics. Let me easily just take a look and capture exactly what the message is coming from the gender. What message is coming from the data rather. Okay, numbers, numbers, numbers. Let's go back to the overview so you can see things clearly for yourself. We have an A. And now not just questions from this topic, questions from everything. Right? So you can see this, you can see this, the gender, cities, age range, language. Let's take this up, take this up. Let's go to the tech, what people are using. Tech is under users. So let's open the tech. The kind of people are using to interface with your websites, the kind of browsers they're using to interface with your website. Now, the point there is you won't be able to know these details if you don't have this tool. Okay. So a lot of people are using platform web, using system, Android, Macintosh is the Mac, Windows, iOS, iPhone, Chrome, Linux, right? So you can see Chrome, a lot of people are using Chrome. You can see the desktop, the mobile, the tablets for this particular website. You can see their screen sizes, their screen resolution. Now, this particular parts of the analytics is actually majorly useful for people that are developers. So someone that wants to build a website for his website, that a website that's already existing and gathers all these details to
Hello,
actually
Dada.
understand. Huh?
Yeah, can you zoom in a bit your screen? People are saying they can't see. The font is very
Can't see
small.
my screen.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
zoom in a bit.
I'm already at 100, but let me see if that can use 110 now. As 125. These are going to fall off the screen,
Okay.
but let's just,
Yeah, I think it's better now.
okay. So information you get from the tech is going to be more someone that wants to help, right? So you can find out how many people and the kinds of people, the kinds of devices, the kinds of operating system you are going to be designing for. So that you don't design. Remember working with a crypto company some years back. We were upgrading the app, and then we found out that some of the features were falling off some screens. That is a work with development. So you're now supposed to go back and check maybe which of the resolutions you did not capture. For instance, iOS, Apple is bringing out their iPhone 16 very, very, very soon. So people that are going to be developing apps are going to have to study the resolution of iPhone 16 so that they can design something that can sit in their screen. All right. So the information you get from the analysis is not just for you as a marketer, as a business, it's also for a developer. You get all these details also here on the tech side. If you want to know how useful these guys were to you when they came, you can always come down to the overview of your monetization, right? Let me see. So the name has changed. Conversions before. Yeah, this will be called conversions before. Name has changed to monetization and the tools. And before now, we didn't use to use search console. Search console there. Sorry, let it load. People should pray for me. We used to have the search console. Search console. Okay. So you can find that. So you can conversions, you can check the monetization. How useful were these people when they came to your website? How useful were they? You can see the total revenue purchase. You come down, you can see the 69, 64 total purchases, total purchasers, first time purchasers. You can find all those details and find them out. Items purchased by name, where they bought it from, the websites, and all of that. So all of these are captured for you on your um, analytics. If you want to compare the data, you can always come here and come down to, let's say you want to compare a certain year with a certain year. For instance, I want to compare what is happening between a certain date to a certain date. Compare it with a certain date to a certain date. So you can just put the dates and date. For instance, let me put September this. Let's put September 2024. Let's apply it so you can see what is different. You're going to see if the graph is really upward or downwards. You can see if we're in profits within the, you can see it now. We're actually in profit between that period and this period. Or it could have been red if there was no profit, right? So you can see all those comparisons on both sides. Okay, this one, look at this one now. Per active users, this one is actually down. But I hope you got the message. Okay, so that's it. So let me go to answer your questions. All right, any questions? Please keep the questions coming. I'll try to answer every question. And not just questions from today, questions from. All right, and okay, the YouTubers don't have questions. Awesome. These links can be shared on WhatsApp. Okay, I'm sure can be done. Deborah, thank you. And for all the links you shared back again. I saw some people were praying for me. Thank you. All right, so no questions. Beautiful. So that means you understand everything. That's good to know. Please, can this particular section be shared because that's what you're doing the practice, right? Ujunwa, you're actually doing the practice now because I understand we need to understand it. Can I get a step on how to create data analysis? That is not a very proper question, Mirabel. When you say you want to create data analysis, you're speaking about the whole industry, right? If you want to say, I want to create an analysis from a set of data, that will make more sense, Mirabel. Okay? So let's say you set of numbers, a visualization. Maybe how can I do this for Excel? You want to analyze that data for Excel on Excel. You want to analyze the data using Power BI, something like that. That will make more sense, Joa. Hope you got that. Okay. Any other questions? I think I did justice to everything. Any other questions? You missed the beginning of today. This is just a follow-up of what happened yesterday. We had an internet trouble yesterday. So this is more like a recap. All right. So questions, I'm waiting for questions. Questions. Thank you, Ida. Thank you for your kind words. Okay, so there are no questions. Lovely. Beautiful. Okay, so I want you to rate yourself again. How confident do you feel now? If somebody is speaking, how confident do you feel? So rate yourself again over 10. Rate yourself again over 10. I know you started by 5 and this. So I want to be sure you're up to 9 at least. Very 9. Okay. So keep the rating coming. Please, which would you suggest is better and preferable? A coded website from scratch or the ones already built, especially when it comes to integrating with analytics and others? A coded website will cost you a lot of money. It's not like I have any problem with it. It's going to cost you a lot of money to develop. Mhm. So I would tell you to just go and get the website from Wix and the rest of them done. Use that. Restart. When you have a lot of money, you can go code it. I hope you got that, Brenda. Thank you for asking. 9 Q&A. I'm looking at it right now. How do I use Google Analytics to analyze a YouTube channel? Okay, YouTube does not have analytics. YouTube has its own analytics, right? YouTube does not, you can't plug in analytics to YouTube. You understand? You can plug in your analytics on your Google account, Google Ads account, Google Ads account, okay? Not on YouTube. YouTube has its own analytics, just like you find it on Facebook as well, all right? Christabel, thank you. That's a great question. Okay, so I see somebody at 4. Okay, please, you need to go learn some more, right? I'm building my own websites and I'm using WordPress in hosting. I hope it's okay. Yes, of course, it is. It's okay. Hosting guy is where I think you got the domain from. WordPress is where you want to host it or where you're building it from. So well done. Well done with that. So you can easily integrate your analytics and your Google Tag Manager and your Google Search Console even before you even start using the website. I'll help you to track everything from starts. Blessing. So pay attention to that. So if you want to get it done and you don't know how to do it, please just head over to Google and ask the question. There's a lot of answers out there. Yeah, and well done. Well done with that. Okay. Brenda, how can one make money on Google through blogging? And please explain something on Google AdSense and monetization. Okay, I don't actually do AdSense actually, but this is the concept behind it. Just the same way you can make money on YouTube. Or you're telling Google, okay, I have a platform that has a lot of traffic. Use my platform and advertise your product. And that applies same to websites. Use my platform and advertise your product. And then pay me some money based on when you do the adverts. So they have your platform and they are giving you money based on the traffic they are able to generate. That is the concept behind the Google AdSense. And you apply for it. Then now they want to tell, okay, your website is eligible or it's not eligible. The YouTube page is eligible or it's not eligible, right? So if it's eligible, you start making money from your contents. You start making money from the traffic that you draw from all those contents. Brenda, I hope that helped. You can do some research. It's not actually a very long process. If you have a platform that is working, you apply for it. Okay? Brenda, thank you for asking. That's a great question. You need to practice it first. Okay, yes, go ahead and do some practice for yourself. That will help you. Um, which analytics tool should I use for social media page? And is Google Analytics only for websites? Analytics tool for social media page, they're already built in there. Like I mentioned earlier, social media is very generous with analytics. Facebook top on that list. Facebook page will give you a lot of data around what is happening on your page, right? Yes, analytics, the Google Analytics is only for websites. I've mentioned that a million times. Same thing with the Google Search Console. They're only designed for websites, right? In as much as you can see the activities from other places. You can see from your YouTube, you can see from your analytics, the number of people that came to you from YouTube, like what you saw under that was under acquisition, right? Where people came from generally, right? But the social media tools have built-in data tools in them. Grace, I hope you. Hey, Seth, thank you for your kind words. Thank you, Emmet. Thank you, Peter. Yes, create your own websites. So if you want to create one, you can head over and use them from Dinku. So let me grab some. So use these ones. Use some website builder sites and build the websites for yourself. Mm, is it okay to share your contact? I'm on the WhatsApp group, so you don't need to find me. I'm already there. Just catch up. Okay. All right. I think I've answered all the questions. Thank you very much, everybody, and thank you for spending this 1 hour plus with us on this very beautiful weekend. Sparing the 1 hour to learn, and this is us doing our love language in our own way. Sparing our weekend for you, and then you coming around to learn is a very serious love language. So I want to sincerely, on behalf of Impact, appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So please, before you go, drop me your favorite emojis before you jump off. In the chats, I can see the ones you are hitting. Just drop it in the chat. I want to see it. There you go. Thank you so much. And again, next week is going to be next week we are going to be doing everything around what is remaining. All right. Don't miss Google Arts. Right. Google Arts is coming to you hot from the throne of grace. And we try to be practical just the same way you're seeing it here. And trust me, we have very committed hands to get all this information across to you, right? So that you can have the benefit of spending the time with us. All right, so Saturday morning, it's still morning, and I'm going to wish you all the best. Let me check YouTube questions. Um, okay. My question is the same as data analysis. Depending on what you know, Power BI is advanced and it's difficult to get done. All right, so the ones you know, just use that one. Start from there. Except you want to be a professional data analyst, you need to learn the advanced Microsoft Excel, advanced. You need to learn Power BI, Tableau, SQL. What's the other one now? R, and then what's the other one? I've forgotten the other one. So you need to learn all those ones, right? Okay. Okay. So have a good weekend. Have a beautiful one out there. I wish you the very best. Bye. And from all of us at Impactor, Sandra, Peter, Deborah, Bola, Chibuzo, have a blessed weekend. We'll see you in the chats. All right. So let me drop you my own favorites before I go. These my own favorites. Hope you saw it. Okay. It doesn't want to come up. That is my own favorites. All right. All right. Okay. So bye. See you guys next week. Bye.